Welcome to Acting Like We Know, Pretend to Know, but really don't. I'm Justin.
And I'm Jeremy.
Run this over. I want to see you bend over.
You know what I hate? No?
No?
Okay.
We're
going to find out.
Our podcast, underrated or overrated?
I quiz Justin on his space knowledge.
And today we are going to draft conspiracy theories.
Ooh.
Some of them are fun. Some of them suck. Some of them are ridiculous. Some of them may be true.
We'll find out at the end of the podcast.
Not really. You get to decide whether they're true or not, so.
Yeah, we don't know. All right, check us out on Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star review. We're available on Spotify, Stitcher, and all podcast platforms. Also, check us out on YouTube, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Check out our socials. Facebook and Instagram are our podcast name, and Twitter is at Acting Like We Know. Drop the G. And then also check us out on Parler. Yeah.
Newly booted.
Newly rebooted.
Let's get to the sponsor today. You all know what it is. It's C Factor X. That's delicious CBD company, helping you out with all your CBD oil needs. C Factor X prides himself on having the highest quality product found on the market. It's all natural with no additives or preservatives. It's made from non-GMO hemp plants grown on select farms in Colorado and Oregon. Oregon. No herbicides, pesticides, or chemical fertilizers are used in their product. All of their wellness products are independently lab tested for quality and purity. You can also use it for your pets. Still have yet to do this. I gotta do this, but I don't. Do you really?
The pet thing?
Yeah. Would you really use it on younger pets? I guess it's kind of good to start them early.
I don't know. They may not need it.
Yeah. I don't know. Best part is they offer free priority shipping within the continental U.S. Check out their website now for your highest quality CBD oil needs. Their current deal they have going is still the buy two, get one free. It is a great deal. And you can find this at cfactorx.com. It's the letter C, factor, the letter X.com. Oh, all right. So, fact quote. You know how this works. I'm going to read some facts. Yes, some facts.
Some facts on conspiracy theories?
I don't really have quotes on them. I didn't really look it up. But
yeah, but how could they be facts unless they're proven? Then they're not conspiracy theories anymore.
Okay. It's not facts, but
information.
Information. There you go. So, a page by Butt College gives a pretty definitive explanation of conspiracy theories and conspiracists. The page states you might buy into one or more conspiracy theories without being an all-out conspiracist. Conspiracism is a worldwide view that sees history as driven primarily by interwoven webs of secret conspiracies. Conspiracy theories are leaner, more restrained, more limited in scope than conspiracism. A conspiracy theory alleges that a secret conspiracy involving hidden actors is behind particular historical events. Its explanation for your events usually runs counter to the official or mainstream account, which is itself seen as an elaborate fabrication.
Okay.
And then,
now that we know what a conspiracy theory is.
So here's the thing. I thought this interesting because it's like, was it 3 different people? There are 4 different people are debating on when conspiracy theory, the term, was used first. So
sounds like a hot debate.
It really is. It's weird. Mick West, in a thread from metabunk.org, I don't know who that is, claims that the earliest known usage of the term was in 1870 in the Journal of Mental Science. So
yeah.
And then there's another one that says the Oxford English Dictionary offers an alternative to West, citing a 1909 article in the American Historical Review as the early example of the usage of the term. So it's just like no one really knows. So,
Right.
let's see. Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. It's just those two. Never mind.
You don't know Mick West, dude?
No, don't know who that is. This one I thought was funny. It's like it says conspiracy theories supposedly date back hundreds of years at the earliest, often concerning Jews or bankers.
I'll bet you it's older than that.
And many times both as one entity. However, the earliest uses of the term conspiracy theory didn't always have the negative connotation that we typically associate with it today. Stay tuned later to find out some of maybe conspiracies that we picked that you believe in or
Don't believe in.
I'm going to pick some funny ones. So.
I think mine are pretty much all serious.
Oh.
Well, no, I have some. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I didn't really want to like pin down like what we should do with it, so it's just conspiracy theories. I guess you could interpret it how you want. So.
Okay.
And then I don't know if you've heard, but the common thing was like where people think that conspiracy theories are what the CIA termed as like they gave or they would coin something or they would call something that like to discredit it really.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's true or not, but I kind of tried to look for it, but I couldn't really find much on it. So
That's a conspiracy theory in itself. Hidden information.
all right, let's get to our news story. Florida versus the world. So where I tell Jeremy 3 stories, and he guesses which one's from Florida, because Florida has the craziest news on the planet. Probably not on the planet, but that we know of in the United States. Hey, if you have any, or have a place, comment on our IG.
Or anywhere. Anywhere, really.
All right, so the first story, anywhere really. The headline, man hid cherry pies under women's cars tires to see them bend over.
She's my cherry pie. That's all I can think of.
A man was arrested after he allegedly hid cherry pies, VHS tapes, and other various items underneath the parked cars of women drivers so he could see them bend over and pick them up whilst he watched from a distance with binoculars.
This is intricate.
I know, right? I read this. I was like, what? Are you serious? County sheriff reported in a press conference that the man was involved in an incident in the parking lot of a Target store. The man would wait in his car whilst an unsuspecting female victim parked their car in the Target car park. The victim would exit their vehicle and enter the store. The man would run over and place various items in or front behind... Various items in the front or behind the tires of the car. These items included laptops, VHS tapes, and McDonald's cherry pies.
It's a very wide range of things.
If you,
VHS tapes.
right.
Is this story from like 1995?
The man would run back to his car to gain a better vantage point and would stalk his victims with the use of binoculars. The woman would then be forced to bend over to see what they've driven over after hearing a crunching or squishing sound. The sheriff commented on the man's behavior. It's very creepy, unacceptable behavior. That's the best way to describe it. It's just creepy.
You think?
A 25-year-old woman called the police after she discovered a laptop had been placed underneath her vehicle.
Wow, that's an expensive habit.
I know. Like, just go to a park, bro. Or something. I don't know. It's
Or a
like,
strip club.
it's just crazy, though.
All that money you spent on that, you could have seen naked women.
It's funny, though. Laptops. That's insane.
He's buying like
Crap.
$40 laptops from like
crap
pawn
tops.
shops and shit.
Right.
And VHS tapes, getting them now, bro. At least a CD.
Apparently, he just wants anything that makes a crunching or squishing sound.
A cherry pie? Would you even know that you ran over a cherry pie?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Hey, they're only $1.
That is the most cost-efficient thing he did.
Exactly.
Cherry pies. I guess VHS tapes. Dime a dozen.
All right. This headline's funny. It's over the second story. The headline, homeless man with no arms stabs tourist.
I can see it.
I can see it.
My brother sent me a video the other day of this armless guy chopping wood. Better than I could chop wood with 2 arms.
How does that work?
He puts the axe under his neck.
Dude, what
And like swings his whole body down. And then he like flips the the axe over and hits it on the backside of the axe, and then it splits it.
What a fucking
It's crazy.
G. An armless, homeless street painter was arrested after he grabbed a pair of scissors with his feet and launched himself towards a 22-year-old and stabbed him with the instrument. The 22-year-old was walking with his friend down the street. The man claimed he was lying down on the street when the 22-year-old allegedly punched him in the head. The man stated in self-defense, grabbed a pair of scissors with his feet and stabbed the 22-year-old twice, inflicting a stab wound on his arm and leaving him bleeding on the ground. The man placed the scissors back into his waistband and quickly fled the scene. The 22-year-old suffered minor injuries, and the man was arrested.
Wait, the 22-year-old guy punched him.
Supposedly.
Well, he had the right to stab him then.
It says allegedly, though, so who really knows what happened?
Well, I guess you can't allegedly say that he stabbed him because he did. I guess.
I allegedly stabbed him. He's on the ground bleeding, and he's got a hole in him. I didn't do that. Could you imagine that, though?
Getting stabbed with scissors by a guy with no arms? No. I can't. But I also wouldn't punch a man with no arms.
If that's what happened, yeah, then 22-year-old was in the wrong. But still, that's kind of crazy. It's funny how it says he put the scissors back into his waistband. I guess if you have no arms, you're left with no choice but to use your feet.
Yeah, you're going to learn to use your feet. Yeah.
Or your body, like you were saying with that guy chopping wood.
Yeah. It'd be pretty hard to stab someone with scissors under your neck, though.
I'm just curious how he, thrust it at this guy.
Yeah. How did he catch him? And
there really wasn't much context.
Yeah. That's weird.
All right, so the last headline for the last story. Man tried to force KFC employee to reopen restaurant at gunpoint. Someone was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
A man pointed a gun at a female KFC employee in an attempt to force her to reopen the fast food eatery. The police department reported that approximately 11:15 p.m. the man... What are you doing at a KFC at 11:15? I think the ones around here close at 10?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I guess maybe they're open till 11 probably on weekends, but the man approached the 38-year-old female employee who was standing outside of the KFC. The employee was waiting outside for a ride home from work when she was approached by the man who demanded that she open the store. Sorry. Had a burp. The female employee advised him that she did not have access to open the store. After not being able to reopen the store, the man demanded her personal belongings. He pulled out his handgun and pointed it at the victim. Well, that escalated quickly.
If I can't have KFC,
give me
what
your
you got.
Yeah, give me your shit. The victim and the assailant had a brief struggle before the man fled without any of the employee's belongings. The police arrived at the scene, searched the area for the man. They found him and took him into custody following a brief foot chase. Officers also located a mask and BB gun that were used in the incident. Okay, so he didn't use a real gun.
Mask and BB gun, yeah. Huh, okay.
All right, so which one do you think it is not?
I don't think it's the first one. I'll tell you why. Because you used the word car park. And that is a very Canadian term. We call them parking lots. So I'm assuming that's a Canadian guy. I am going to say it is the man stabbing the guy with no arms.
Jesus, man, you're on a roll.
5 in a row. It's a record. Again.
The streak continues. No, the first story is actually from Michigan.
Oh.
That's probably why.
Oh. Well, the car park thing helped me out. Anyway. Capac. Capac. That's Boston.
I think, yeah, right. I think the first story is my favorite. The fact that this guy goes to this lengths to do this is just pathetic.
Yeah. Mine's the second one.
And just the fact that he has to, laptops and stuff. It's are you serious? Why don't you use, plastic bottles or something? Those at least make noises and shit.
Dude, forget all this. Just go to Vegas. All that money you spent on this and time. Or, just I don't know, bro. Do something else.
Do something else.
Cheaper. Yeah, mine's the second. My favorite's the second one.
Just get stabbed by a homeless man with no arms.
If you're that 22-year-old guy, how do you tell your friends you got stabbed by a guy with no arms? Like, you just look like the
You
biggest
don't.
bitch.
You don't.
All right, so we got a new segment for you guys today. It's called You Know What I Hate. Basically, I'm just going to rant about shit that I hate. And Justin's also going to comment on these things. You know what I hate? People who do the speed limit in the fast lane.
Dude, I experience this every single day.
Me too.
Now that I moved and I have to commute to work, like, oh, it's and especially, like, I'll appreciate the people who move.
Yeah. Right.
But the ones who don't, and then you just drive over the next lane, and then you drive past them. They just don't. They don't even look at you or
They're
nothing.
on their phone or fucking just nonchalantly driving 60 miles an hour. I mean, the speed limit is 60, but there's there's other people who are trying to go faster in the left lane.
Right. Well, it's just kind of rule. Like, even before I even started driving, my mom always told me, she's like, if you're going to be in the far left lane, you have to go above the speed limit by like 5 or 10 at least.
At least.
Mostly 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think the cops are always on the left side too?
Yeah.
They're never on the right. Like, have you ever seen a cop on the right?
No.
Neither have I.
No.
That's because they know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I agree. This shit's just infuriating.
My other favorite thing is when you're doing like 70 in the fast lane, and then someone from the right lane gets into your lane and still goes slower. It's like, did you not see me hauling ass when you looked in your mirror to get into this lane?
You know, I was always told too, it's like, if you're going to change lanes, you have to check all your mirrors.
Yeah.
And then double check your blind spot.
And check the speed of the car that's in the other lanes. If they're moving faster than you can track, they're probably going faster than you.
You know what's worse? When you're going like 10, 12 over and someone behind you gets in the other lane to pass you.
Yeah. Well, that's fine.
You're like, come on,
go
bro.
ahead.
Yeah, like,
but
you're gonna take.
I'm
the
following the speed lane rules here.
Right. But
sons of bitches.
It's fucking infuriating.
You know what I hate?
What is that?
Stubbing my toe.
Oh, dude, I stubbed my toe so bad. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago, because I'm still getting used to my new place.
It hurts for weeks sometimes.
Dude, I was in the kitchen, and then there's like, next to the fridge, there's like this cabinet, and then like up above is kind of like a medicine cabinet kind of thing in the kitchen. And I don't know what I was doing, but dude, I just slammed my not pinky toe on my left foot, but the toe next to it. I guess it would be like your ring finger if it was your toe.
Second from the right.
Yeah. Second from the left.
Oh, yeah.
The second
next
from
to your thumb. Right?
No. Like, if it was your ring finger for your toe.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Second from the right.
Yeah. Anyways.
What's worse?
So, I didn't get to finish. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, no, I hit it so bad that it wasn't like purple, but it was like, I think it almost came to the point of bleeding, because, like, dude, it was so bad. Like, it was from the bottom of my toe line, like, all the way up to like here. So it's like 2/3 of my nail just blood. I was like, it hurt so bad. It was probably one of the worst times I've stubbed my toe.
What's
that
worse?
shit is the worst.
What's worse, elbow or toe?
Toe.
Okay.
Hands down. Your elbow goes away. For me, my
Pretty
elbow
quick.
goes away.
Yeah.
Or you can just like kind of just like
Stretch
punch
it
your
out.
arm out. But with your toe, there's nothing you can do. It just
And you gotta walk on it all day.
Pain. You gotta walk, exactly. It's the fucking worst.
You know what I hate?
What?
Being the center of attention.
Honestly, I get very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't like it.
There are some people who thrive in that shit, but it is not me. And I don't like it. I've got much better at like speaking in front of other people, especially if I know them well, but just having all the attention on you just feels weird.
I'm actually pretty good at public speaking and like presentations and stuff, though. You're kind of at the center of attention, but it's not for long.
Yeah.
And I know it's not going to be forever.
Right.
So, but that's about it. And I'm still kind of like nervous and uncomfortable, but I can do it. But I agree, it sucks. I don't go out of my way to do it either. I'm just, what is it? Is it reclusive?
That's when you like don't go out or don't do anything.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
I'm
wouldn't
just
call it
always
that.
trying to be in the background. So,
You know what I hate?
what?
Getting bored with music.
Oh man, this
Like-
is a bummer.
Like when you can't find any music, any new music to listen to, and you're just like tired of what you've listened to. It's like, I have like 1,000 song playlist, and I'm just like, I've heard it so much. I listen to it all the time. Yeah.
Next. That's kind of how I've been, how I was for like the last year, and then I started I started with like bands that I kind of like only liked 3 of their songs or like 4 of their songs, so I started like diving deep into their discography. So
See if you can find more.
right,
Because
So I've
obviously,
been
if you like a few songs from them, you're gonna probably like more.
and I've been forcing myself to listen to the whole album.
Yeah, that's good.
Not just picking song by song, because
You
might
definitely find some stuff that you didn't think you would ever like, and sometimes it takes a few listens through to like really find out what you like. Right.
Oh, for sure.
This next one is kind of the similar lane. But you know what I hate? Flipping through streaming services and you can't find anything to watch.
I've been doing this lately. I haven't really found anything.
I think it's been a big problem because we're in this pandemic, and we're watching a lot more streaming stuff and fucking going through it all, bro. It's just like I'll go to Amazon Prime and like search for like 10 minutes and be like, fuck. Then I'll go to Netflix. I'll be like, oh, maybe there's something new on Netflix. Do the same thing. Fuck. Go to Hulu. Fuck. I guess I don't really want to watch anything right now.
You waste 20 minutes looking for something to watch, and you're like, well, that was pointless.
Yep.
I know your feeling. I get that too. So what's even worse is now I have a 4th one, since my wife's mom is living with us too. She bought Xfinity, and the cable just came with it. But Xfinity has this thing that they have their own streaming service called Peacock.
Oh yeah.
So now it's like I look through that too, and it's like I still can't find anything.
Yeah.
So
I want to try HBO Max. I think there's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff on there I haven't seen.
well, and it's shows that you have seen, but you never got to finish them either.
I never started a lot of them.
I started Silicon Valley and never got to finish it.
Oh, I watched that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Back when I was pirating music and stuff.
Arr.
You know what I hate though?
This one's the worst. I haven't done
Having
this in
to train
forever.
new people at my job
Yeah, see, you have to do this more
all
than me.
the fucking time.
I'm not a trainer, and there's a reason why.
Why?
Because I don't want to do it. It sucks.
Oh, you have to sign up for it.
You do?
No, you do.
No.
Oh, well then what do you mean you're not a trainer?
I'm just saying I don't have to do this.
Oh.
You do, because your job's kind of like smaller and not as many people. You have to sign up and take a couple classes to do this at my job.
Oh, that's what I mean. You have to like sign up for it.
And they
Like,
don't pay you, they barely pay you extra. It's like 50 cents an hour.
So what's the incentive?
Exactly. To feel good that you're training people to be good in the office. That's literally all I see it as.
Yeah, mine sucks because a lot of the people we get are good, but it's frustrating to me to have to watch someone like struggle. It's like I can do it. So I've been there for almost 14 years now, so I'm one of the trainers basically, and it's just like, can't you just do it right? But I understand the process. It's gonna take a while, but then when they actually get it and they can just do it on their own, there is a sense of accomplishment.
Do you ever push them out of the way and be like, "Here, let me do it"?
No, I let them fail at it because failing is how you like get better, right?
What
And I'll tell them what they did wrong. Like
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Oh, maybe you should have done it like this," or I'll show them, "Hey, this is how I would do it."
There you go.
Yeah, you can do it this way, but this is how I do it.
Have they
Other people do it like this.
Yeah. I'm assuming loading the robot's probably one of them, right?
All the stuff with the robots,
Yeah.
mostly. Everything else is fairly easy,
Yeah.
but there's also so many little nuances. I work at a pharmacy, by the way.
If we haven't said that already.
We have,
my
but
job
if
is
anyone
mail
new is
carrier.
here. Yeah, mail carrier, pharmacy's technician. But yeah, there's like all these little nuances you have to know. So that's the hardest part. Like this place does this thing, this place does this thing. Don't do that for this person. There's all these little things. So that's the hardest part. It is frustrating. Yeah.
Fuck training new people. It sucks.
I feel much better now. Getting all these things off my chest. That's the reason I created this segment.
Hopefully no one at your work listens, right?
Oh, I don't give a fuck. They know. They know. They hear. I'll talk to them about it. Shit. I hate training you.
Stop asking me. All right. we haven't done this one in a while, so let's do underrated, overrated. Since this one pertains to us, underrated, overrated podcast.
Underrated. You have to say that.
Some would say overrated because there's so many.
Yeah, that's fine, but
there's like over 1 million.
You can learn so much from them.
And there's so many different...
be entertained by them.
Right, and there's so many different variants of some, too. Like, of course, all the same subject, but...
Cooking, nature, information, murder mysteries.
Apparently, those are huge.
The murder mystery ones? Oh, yeah.
It seems like
everyone at my work watches that shit or listens. I'm not really into it.
I was for a little bit, and then I stopped. It's like I don't really want to know about psychopaths and how they work.
I do like that. That's one thing I really like. I've watched all the serial killer documentaries and all the interviews on YouTube. For some reason, that fascinates me.
Well, the funny thing is with me and you, it's like I like listening and you like watching.
Yeah.
So.
I prefer to watch.
Yeah.
I'm a visual person for sure.
I prefer to listen. I don't know.
Yeah, like this other one like kind of our inspiration is fantasy footballers and spitballers. I'd rather watch them than listen to them.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just me.
All right. Deep frying food. Underrated, overrated?
It's so good, but it's overrated.
It seems like people are deep frying everything.
The air frying's the new thing.
Yeah.
Do you guys have one?
We did, but we got rid of it because in my apartment I had nowhere to put it. And we just didn't have enough room, so... Might want to get one soon.
Yeah, I like it.
Or another one, but...
It's supposed to be healthier.
Right. I'm just saying, like, with oil, though, the deep frying stuff where it's like, oh, I'm going to deep fry an Oreo. I'm going to deep fry butter.
Delicious.
I'm going to deep fry all this other shit. And it's just like, can we chill out on the deep fried stuff?
It's so good,
Well, it's the breading and stuff that's good, not the actual item that's inside of it. Like, deep fried Oreo, honestly, is not that great to me.
I like it.
It's like, it turns the Oreo into a cake, and I like the crunchiness of an Oreo.
I like it. I only can eat like 2 bites of it because it's fucking rich as fuck, but it's good.
Imagine this, a deep fried cheeseburger.
Oh my god.
I've had one and I wanted to barf. I ate half of it and I felt so sick.
Yeah, it's a little much on a cheeseburger.
A little much? It's too much. This is what I'm saying, like, just deep frying everything. People need to chill the fuck out. Probably people in the South are like, shut the fuck up, idiot. We deep fry everything.
Deep fried potatoes?
It's delicious.
French fries are delicious. What about the, like, normal stuff?
Yeah, that's fine, but I just feel like some people go overboard with all this deep frying.
Gotta explore new areas, man. Can't just have the same old shit.
So let's wrap it in breading and dip it in oil.
Fucking eat everything.
All right, underrated, overrated. Reserved seating at movie theaters.
God, that's lame. Overrated.
I know. It's honestly, it's
bullshit. That's what it is. The whole point of like going to a movie theater is like finding your spot.
Yeah.
It does suck when you're late and
right.
you just have to sit in the fucking front and crank your neck.
Why
do those spots exist? That's my question.
I'm with you on that. I don't
Make the movie theater bigger.
It's like when you're like a 3-year-old and you're looking up at the TV the whole time. But when they first started doing this, I was like, what is going on? What is this crap?
Because this is for extra money, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if they started charging more at this time, but I thought it was bullshit too. I was just like, this is stupid.
Actually, I will say
it's great if you're doing it in way in advance, though, or if like you're there early and you're like, well, let's just hang around the area for a couple hours, but let's reserve our seats. So I guess in the right setting, but I agree with you. It's taking away from the movie theater experience. It's just finding a spot. I think it sucks. It's overrated.
I think it's fine if it can be done at the movie theater when you're there buying your ticket, about to go into the movie.
Oh,
but not like not like a plane ticket where you can buy like 3 days in advance.
Yeah. But see, they let you do that now.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Because it's like it's funny when they first started doing this and I bought a ticket. They're like, "Yeah, pick your seats." It's like, what? I was like, I can't just walk in and pick my seat. Like, why the hell do I have to do this? But the worst part is like when people come in, like, this has happened to me where it's like I picked seats. But then and I wanted to move, and then people came in like 30 or 40 minutes in the movie. Like, these are our seats. It's like, the fuck have you been? The movie's already playing. It's been a half an hour. Fuck out of here. It's ridiculous.
Don't be late.
It's stupid. That's one thing I would say sucks. So, All right, underrated, overrated. Doing one thing at a time.
Overrated.
Underrated.
I don't work like this.
I don't do this enough.
I don't work like that.
I don't know. I've noticed myself doing like a little bit of one thing, then a little bit of something else, and just like moving from thing to thing until they all get finished eventually. I guess that's just
how
means
I roll.
That just means how chaotic my mind is, and I wish I could just stay and finish the task and then move on to the next one. But I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm impatient. I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, that's not how I roll. I do all things and everywhere and fucking chaos. It's organized chaos is what I call it. It's organized in my head, but other people see it as chaos.
Isn't that kind of a conundrum?
Yes. But I like it.
Or an oxymoron? Organized chaos?
Yep. That's what it is.
All right, underrated, overrated. Fireworks.
Overrated. I like watching them, but all these people who like to light them off and do all this shit, I'm like, whatever, bro.
It's because they're pyros.
Yeah.
Like, fire, fire.
It's cool to watch. Like, if someone else is going to pay fucking $30,000 to light off some shit, fine. I'll watch that shit.
Honestly, my whole life, that's how it's been. I've never spent a bunch of money on fireworks. I've always just been with people who just spend a dick ton. So it's like, okay, sure, I'll participate.
Yep.
It's not
I'll
my
light
money.
some shit off.
But the cooler thing is, though, is like when you can coordinate stuff where it's like you set up like 4 mortars and then you all launch them at the same time. That's great. But yeah, like you said, it's prices are overrated, but I think the experience is underrated.
Yeah, it's cool to watch.
All right, last one. Underrated, overrated. Completing a puzzle.
Underrated.
I guess I should have said in one sitting, but...
Oh, in one sitting? Fuck.
Just do
That's
both.
Crazy. It depends on what kind of puzzle you're talking about here.
500 pieces? Is
I could easily do that.
What are the ones that we used to buy, like 2,000?
The one we never finished?
Yeah.
That sat on the table forever? It was like 6 feet by 3 feet or something. It was huge. And tiny pieces. It was like 2,000 pieces, I think.
The worst part is like when it was like shaded and it would like go into another area.
Yeah.
It was like a blue
all
into
darkness.
a red, and it's like a sky, and it's like, this is stupid. At that point, you're just looking at the shapes, not even the colors. So. I think puzzles are fun.
I love puzzles.
Yeah.
I should do them more.
Gets your mind thinking.
Get your mind thinking.
Get your mind right.
All right, let's move into some trivia here. I'm going to be triviaing Justin today.
Trivia
on space. Triviaing.
What's the term for that?
I don't know.
Quizzing?
Quizzing? I don't know.
Trivia.
We're doing some trivia. It's all about space.
After we just tried to define how many different versions of trivia can be said. Trivia-ring.
Triviaing. All right, what is the most common type of galaxy? Irregular, elliptical, or spiral?
Oh my god. I was looking at these questions and I think I only know one of them.
That's why I made them all multiple choice.
I am going to say elliptical.
Elliptical is correct. There are at least 2 trillion galaxies in the known universe. The oldest and most distant galaxy observed is 32 billion light years away. That means even if we could travel at light speed, it would take 32 billion years to get there. That's fucking crazy.
What I want to know is how they have these telescopes that can see so far.
No idea.
And like how they measure distance. I would love to find this out. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could find out, but like when I hear light years away, it's like, how do you know it's that far? And what are you using?
It's not all exact science.
It's like how far. It's like I think they measure it by like sending out a beam of light and how long it takes to come back or something. I don't fucking know.
No, it would take 32 billion years.
If it
traveled at light speed.
I'm just guessing. That's what they do. They shoot lights into the sky and wait till it comes back. And then that's how
we
they measure
tested this 32 billion years ago.
It's just now getting back.
It just got back. We just found this out. All right. How old is the universe? 12.1 billion, 13.8 billion, 4 billion, or 20.6 billion?
I'm going to say 13.8.
That is correct. Scientists measure matter and energy density to find out. Also, they look at the age of the oldest stars based on their mass. I don't know. That's just what they do. I don't know how it works.
Space is fascinating.
It's crazy.
I don't really know like much about it, but like I said, I kind of want to know like the light speed, and then like you said, how they do what? They condense energy.
They measure
energy
and matter density.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how they do it. But
I'm
they do
gonna
it.
have to look some of this shit up when we're done. I gotta write it down.
All right. What has gravitational pull so hard? Not even light can escape.
I'm gonna say the sun.
Nope.
No, that's the one I thought I knew. What has gravitational pull so hard? Not even light. The moon.
Nope.
Gravity.
Nope.
The Earth.
No.
I don't even
think more. A color, a dark color.
Oh, black hole.
Yep. It is a black hole. They are created when stars die and collapse onto themselves in explosions called. Do you know?
Explosions?
Yeah,
Big
when a
bangs?
star is exploded.
Big bangs?
No.
Stars exploded.
It's called a supernova.
Oh, right.
And they can even break apart and swallow planets whole.
Yeah, I knew that. Some people are like, it was a supernova, you idiot. Of course, it's a black hole, duh.
The one you thought you knew. You've got all the other ones right. All right, what is the longest continuous time a human has spent in space? 620 days, 135 days, 437 days, or 921 days?
I'm going to say 437.
Dang, you're on a roll, dude. That is correct. This feat was accomplished by Valery Polyakov, a Russian astronaut
Of course.
who stayed aboard the Mir space station from January 1994 to March 1995.
Jeez.
Okay.
That's too long.
It's a long time. What's that? Over a year.
It would be cool to experience zero gravity, though.
It would be. For like a couple hours. Until it gets annoying.
It gets annoying, right?
What is the furthest distance from Earth a manned mission has traveled? 153,245 miles, 490,121 miles, 890,908 miles, or 248,655 miles?
How long is it to get to the moon? That is the question. I'm going to say 490,000 miles.
It's 248,655.
And that's how long it took to get to the moon.
No. This is the Apollo 13 mission.
Oh. Okay.
You know about that, right?
Yeah.
An oxygen tank exploded, forcing the crew to abort its moon landing.
Oh, shit.
It was launched at 1313 military time, and the explosion occurred on April 13th, and it was Apollo 13. That's a lot of 13s, bro. Conspiracy. Exactly. That's number one on my conspiracy
Why
list.
do you think that hotels don't have floor 13? Floor 14. You know what floor you're really on.
Yeah. Thank you, Mitch Hedberg.
I was about to give him credit after that.
You know what it is in Asia?
What?
What floor they don't have?
Isn't it like 7?
It's 4.
4?
Yeah.
That's weird. I think all... I mean, it's not weird, but I just think it's like all... Not all. I shouldn't say all, because that's just generalizing, but some have like... It's like, this number's bad.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
It's weird.
Well, who decides this?
Yeah. Have you seen the Cecil Hotel documentary yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's nuts.
It's cool. Watch it. How many minutes was the shortest space flight? Oh, shit. I forgot to put the answers on this one. 1 sec. 15 minutes, 32 minutes, 89 minutes, or 43 minutes?
I'm going to say 32.
It's 15.
Really? Something was telling me that it was the lowest one, but I was like, nah, maybe not.
It was by Alan Shepard. He was the first American in space. Later became the oldest man to land on the moon on Apollo 14 at the age of 47.
We went to the moon more than once?
Yes.
Why didn't we ever hear about it? Like, why don't we hear about it now? Is it just like going to the moon is just like stupid now to people, or?
I know China was just on the moon.
I know. You ever wonder that though? It's like, why are we not on the moon now? And like, why haven't they broadcasted it again?
I don't know. It's probably ever since Challenger.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to the moon all the time, bro. They're building shit up there. All right, how many moons are in our solar system? 56, 98, 181, or 243?
How many moons? Oh my god. So, isn't Pluto considered a moon? So,
I think it's like a dead planet or something.
A dead planet. You're not
It's
a
not a
moon.
moon.
You're a dead planet.
It's not revolving around anything except the sun.
I think Saturn has like 8 moons or some shit like that, and then Jupiter has like 7 or something. So I'm just gonna guess and say 98.
It's 181.
Holy crap! Can you name them all?
No.
Not like the names themselves, but how many each planet has.
No, I have a few here.
Okay.
Well, I have one. The largest moon is Jupiter's Ganymede, and the smallest moon is Mars' Deimos.
Okay.
Jupiter has the most moons at a total of 67.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Io, Ganymede.
So I was wrong.
Yes, you were a little far off.
67.
I don't know how many each has, but you can kind of figure it out from that. We have one, obviously. I wonder if Mercury has moons. Because it's pretty small.
I don't know.
And if Mars has the smallest moon, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's the trivia for today. You did pretty good, actually.
I just went with the quiz taking thing. B or C.
That's why you got...
it really works.
You got that one wrong, though.
I know.
Oh, you picked 98?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured... I don't know if you copied or pasted these either, so...
No, I came up... I only had the original answers. I came up with all the other fake ones.
All right. Let's get to the draft. So, this one's kind of like 50-50, I guess, however you want to interpret it, but it's... I don't really want to specify it, so it's just either... I don't know, conspiracy theories that you think are the most truthful or most ridiculous. It's just I didn't really want to narrow it down because then we would have to like do it again in a different way. So since I picked first, I guess I didn't say we're doing conspiracy theories if you didn't notice from the beginning. So since I picked it, Jeremy goes first.
There's no number one here.
No,
there's no.
That's what I like about a draft like this.
It's just kind of what you like or what you're interested in. I'm gonna go with this one just because it hits home.
I guess we could just label it right now your favorite conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with this one because it hits home the most, and that's gonna be Bigfoot.
Damn it! I was actually gonna pick that one.
So I don't know if anyone knows this or most people knows, but we're from Seattle. We've grew up in Washington our whole life, but Washington has the most Sasquatch or Bigfoot sightings with over 2,000.
2,000.
Over 2,000.
About a second of silence there. Over 2,000.
Yes.
Damn. That's cited by who?
I assume there would be more, actually.
Yeah. Maybe.
It doesn't matter who.
It's probably because some people are just like, I don't fucking believe you. So it's kind of just...
Have you watched the videos on YouTube with all the Sasquatch sightings?
Some of them, not all of them.
Some of them look real.
It's just so nuts. Well, what I've heard is multiple things too, where it's like it could be just like a since some people think we evolved from monkeys, it's just like a bigger version of us, just different kind. Yeah. So with just like a bigger skull, bigger hands, etc. So
here's my thing. Like, I'm not discarding it, but why haven't we found any evidence
of Bigfoot?
Yeah, no skeletons or anything. It's like,
maybe
we found skeletons of shit that's been dead for like thousands of years. How can we not find one Bigfoot? How has anyone not caught one with the trap? You know, like,
because the mystery is fun.
I don't know, man. There's got to be a Bigfoot trap somewhere.
Joe Rogan said on his podcast that what's his name, Bobcat Goldthwait, is a huge Bigfoot believer. Yeah. So that's a good one. I was actually going to pick that one
first.
Yeah.
Oh, so there was a number one
for me. I guess for us, yeah. I just the same thing. It's just so close, and I think it's probably one of the most common is Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So. I'm gonna go with this one. That I'm gonna go with the JFK assassination. And
getting real on us.
And that it was, I
set up.
Well, I think it was a collaboration of things. So was just what's his name? Oh my god, I forgot his name.
The guy who shot him?
Yeah, it's oh my god,
He's got 3
I'm blanking
names
right now.
Harvey Lee Oswald.
Yes, God, I don't know why I couldn't think of that because I was huge into this. So yeah, it's like Harvey Lee Oswald. They said he was by himself or whatever, and I don't believe that for one damn second.
Multiple shooters.
I've seen, well, yeah, and it's like the angles of it, and then there was like something to do with the bullet that hit JFK, and it like bounced off. It like bounced off the car and hit him.
Yeah.
It was like a ricochet bolt, and they never could find it. And then, so I don't know if you really know the history of JFK and how he got elected. He actually made a deal. I actually learned this on a mafia podcast that him and his brother made a deal with the mafia that they would rig the election for him. Have you heard that Nixon got screwed out of the presidency because of that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So it's like the mob put JFK in power basically by rigging and stuffing ballots, and then you know how him and his brother were like stated that they were going to be huge on crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he basically, it was the mafia seeing him as backstabbing. It was
his protection.
Them. Right, and then not only that, it was the thing with Cuba, too. I think it's like we were planning to attack Cuba in a way, like with a missile strike or something. And so the CIA was involved in this, too. So I'm thinking it was a collaboration between the CIA and the mafia to kill JFK. And I think they just used Harvey Lee Oswald as an excuse. I think they convinced him like to kill him.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was alone. So
I think pretty much every election since like the 50s or 60s after World War II has been rigged.
Possibly, I don't know.
In my opinion.
Yeah, judging by all the wackiness this last election, I don't even know what to believe. But I just think that the JFK assassination, just all the things around, it's just so interesting to me. I can dive deep into it, whether it's true or not. It kind of just gets my mind going. So
you watched Umbrella Academy, right?
Yeah,
they did something like that on there.
Yeah, kind of similar.
Yeah,
it's kind of corny, but
yeah,
it's I don't know. It's just fascinating to me. They made it seem like that was like Illuminati kind of shit.
Yeah. All right, with all like the UFO talk recently of this shit, I'm gonna go with Area 51.
God, that was gonna be my next.
It's definitely a thing. Like, why are they so protective of it? I understand if there's like government secrets there that aren't alien. I get why they want to protect it.
That's what I think it is.
But I still think that they know there's. I believe in aliens. Like I believe in flying saucers and UFOs and shit. But you know they protect that area so heavily. It's like there's got to be something there that they don't want anyone to see. You know.
Yeah.
And what was that one guy's name? The scientist who like was on Joe Rogan.
Oh,
that really smart dude with the glasses.
Oh my god, why am I blanking on names right now?
Anyway, that's a good podcast, and he seems very down to earth and like down to earth. Laughing at my own jokes here, but that's really interesting. It's just the way he talks about it, and he seems kind of timid about it, which to me seems like he's going out on a limb to say the things.
Bob
he's saying.
Lazar.
Yeah, Bob Lazar. Watch that stuff. That stuff's really interesting. The stuff he talks about, it's like it's not too far-fetched, but it also seems like, I don't know, it just seems so real to me.
Well, and if you go check out the documentary on Netflix, he never changes his story.
Yeah.
It's been the same for years. He hasn't changed it. And usually liars will change small little details and stuff, right. But he's been telling the same story. Well, and
that means he fucking lived it.
What's crazy is that he worked at a lab, and then after he did all this and left and kind of exposed the government for it, they like wiped his ID, like he wiped him from the planet, like he didn't exist.
Why wouldn't they kill him then?
I don't know. I think it's because he was out in the open about it.
Yeah, but they could have made it seem like an accident. You know?
Well, I mean, or he could be some government person who's misleading people too.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Maybe they want us to think it's aliens, but it's really something worse.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. I don't know. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna go with this one because it's funny. The Loch Ness monster.
I had that one too. Loch Ness.
I think this one's funny too because it's like not only have people claimed that they've seen the Loch Ness Monster in Scotland. They've claimed they've seen it in other places.
I just saw that when I was looking these up. It's in like Montana or something.
Yeah, like a bunch of people are like, oh, the Loch Ness Monster was here. But I thought the original story was in Scotland, right?
But the thing I said, yeah, right. But the thing I said a Loch Ness-like monster.
Oh, okay.
Like some kind of sea creature.
Yeah, I was reading too. It's like a bunch of people said, it's like, oh, there's something I don't recognize. Must be the Loch Ness Monster. But I just think it's fun. Well, the main thing I think of is South Park.
Oh, yeah.
You goddamn Loch Ness Monster come back. He needed about
Tree fitty. You didn't give him tree fitty, did you? Yeah, I gave him tree fitty.
God damn it, woman.
Why you get Loch Ness Monster tree fitty?
I just think that one's funny, though, because it's like, if that's real, it's all these photos you see, too, they're like blurry and shit, and you can never make it out.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
Dude, there is possibly something like that, because Lake Loch Ness is huge,
and we haven't explored a bunch of the ocean too,
right.
so, and we're still finding new
shit all the time,
exactly.
probably every day,
right? Exactly. So,
and even big shit too,
even big shit
like Loch Ness. Nessie. All right, I did a couple weird ones. I'm gonna get real here.
I got real first. I guess
I'm going 9/11.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna pick this one.
This has been a big avocation of mine for a long time, since it happened, pretty much.
Again, it's just what
I think
we
it was a setup.
What we believe, so it's like it's okay. It's whatever.
It's our
if you think we're
opinions.
crazy, it's fine.
Tell us.
It's not based on any facts. It's just what we.
Some of it is though.
Well, some of them, but it's just kind of based on what we think is. So don't get all offended, or if you do, whatever, fine.
Fuck you. This is what I believe. Who cares? Move along. Yeah, it was just too many weird things. Like, they say a plane hit the Pentagon, yet there really was no plane wreckage there. And
all I gotta say is it's great to ask questions.
yes, question everything until you know for a fact it's true. And like, how do two planes go missing and go completely off route and no one noticed? Like, I understand there's thousands of planes in the air, but how far they went off route, like states away, planes aren't supposed to do that. And then the fact that
there was just too many coincidences, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the fact that George Bush was like reading to kids when they told him in front of everybody, and it was televised. To me, that's just like, oh.
I was about to say, I don't think I've ever seen a president, like, I don't think they've ever televised anything else of like a president reading to children.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm sure it has, but that one just stuck out because it was just too coincidental.
Well, not only
look, he's reading to children. There's no way he could have, like...
I'm 50-50 on this one, man. It's like part of me just doesn't want to believe that, but, I mean...
That's the problem. No one wants to believe that our government would do something like that, but we've killed
other people,
millions of people for other shit.
Well, I mean,
a couple of thousand of ours so that we could go do something we wanted to do in another country is probably not a big deal to them.
Other governments have done it too, so it's just people,
for sure.
People murdering.
We're not the only ones,
right?
No way.
But no, I agree. And then also the thing, it's like they were doing like flight practice in Florida or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
It's just like I said, there's just too many coincidences at once. I don't know.
And the fact that we were no one really wanted to go to war at that point. American people.
Everyone was against it.
Yeah, no American people. So this was a reason to give us a reason to fight them back.
I've heard the same thing about Pearl Harbor, that the U.S. didn't want to get involved.
We didn't until they bombed us.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like I've heard that wasn't... I've heard people say that wasn't the Japanese who did that.
They think we did it to ourselves?
Yeah, I've heard that, but I mean...
there's the thousands of accounts of people seeing Japanese bombers on the bottom.
I know, I'm not saying it's true.
I guess they could have made planes and...
Right.
That's a lot of...
Well, I'm typing that one down.
That's a lot of production just for that. that one's a little weird, but...
It's just people making up excuses.
And why would we attack our own... I guess... Yeah. In the middle of a war, why would we put ourselves at risk like that?
No idea.
I mean, the 9/11 thing was to get us to go into our own war. But the rest of the world was already in a war in Pearl Harbor, right? So yeah.
We're the last ones to join.
Yeah, right.
And that's when the Japanese realized they fucked up. And that's what you really don't hear about. Off on a tangent here for a little bit. That's what you really don't hear about World War II either. It's the Pacific War that we fought against the Japanese.
Oh yeah. I've been watching World War II documentaries. There was a lot going on in the Philippines, Indonesia,
dude, that's the thing.
Midway.
It's just never talked about, really.
Yeah, it was all like Germany and
exactly.
there,
Everyone
right?
was obsessed with Europe, but it's like, dude, if we didn't hold off the Japanese, it'd probably be a different world right now.
Yep.
So,
for sure.
All right. Since we're going with this one, I'm gonna go with the moon landing wasn't real.
Yep, it's on my list.
So, it's just me now. I think we did go, but I just think this one's funny just because of what people have said. Is like looking at the video at the time.
Why is the flag moving?
It is a little weird, but I think it's because I don't think there's. Or why is the flag moving when there's a vacuum in space?
Yeah.
So it's like there's no wind. Yeah,
bro.
it's. I don't know what to think about that one. Like maybe if it was a jet engineer, I don't know. But it's just watching that video, it's just like I can kind of see how people think this is fake because of how bad it is.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's, and it's just for me. I guess the only part of me that would say this is real is that, or like this conspiracy is real, is that it just, like I was saying earlier, why haven't we really gone to the moon recently, and why hasn't anyone broadcasted it? Or
so do you think we can't go there? Is that what you're saying? Possibly.
I think we could easily now,
because I think China was just there.
Yeah, I would want to see the footage and stuff on that, and just like see and like record people. I feel like it would like, if we've done it once, why don't we do it again?
What is there? The thing is, what can we learn that we haven't already? Maybe.
True.
Like, what's there to explore that we've already taken all the samples we need?
That's.
I don't know if we've been on the back side of it though.
Yeah,
I guess
on the dark side.
The dark side of the moon, bro.
But yeah, I'm just curious why. Maybe it's just because it costs a shit ton of money, and they're like, we're not wasting. money
What's
on
the
that
point?
Again.
We
Right.
need to go outwards more. That's probably why we're focusing more on Mars.
Oh, Elon is.
Yeah. Well, NASA had that.
They landed another rover.
The rover
I think.
there.
Yeah, well,
so.
I think it's because the other one died or whatever.
Yeah, it lasted a while though.
So.
I think it lasted longer than they expected.
I guess it's me. It's just like I want to see it now. Why don't we go to the moon again?
We want a live feed, and we want an alien in the background saying that this is Mars for sure. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I like this one. Let's go with this one. The government creating disasters.
Well, what do you mean the government?
Well, the powers that be. I don't know who.
Powerful governments?
No, just like.
Just put in government creating, yeah.
No, created disasters is what I'm going to write.
Okay.
Like, they say that Katrina was, like, the government did that, and...
How?
Like,
How
are they creating... Like, basically, they have a weather system.
Oh!
That they can, like, make these things happen.
Oh, weather control device or whatever?
Yeah, this one, I'm a conspiracy theorist kind of person, and I'm willing to, like, listen, but this one is just crazy to me. I see why they would do it, but I don't see how they would do it. Like, I get why. It creates money for them, whatever. They can control people with it if they think there's some kind of, like a terror kind of tactic. But I don't know. How could they make a tornado, and, like, how could they do all this stuff? It's just weird to me. I don't know if I believe that. There was a tornado recently, and
I think I've
somewhere
heard
they
that.
said the government made it to suppress them. It's like...
Honestly, I don't think like the answers like that are the actual answers. I think a lot of the time it's really the simple answer that no one really wants to admit. A lot of the times.
Specifically to this one, what?
Yeah, like where it's just like, dude, a tornado just formed and fucked your shit up.
Yeah,
Like,
just that's what happened. It just happened.
So yeah, I've heard that one. They have like a weather device and they create shit. I've heard that. Oh, man. I'm going to go with this one because I think people who believe this are stupid. I'm going to go with chemtrails.
Oh, yeah, I have this one, too, on my list.
Like, people who believed... I had friends who believed this shit, and they try to tell me about it, and I would just go along with it because I don't want to hear them talk about it anymore. Yeah. But, like, they just don't understand what science is.
Yeah.
So... And it's funny, like, someone showed me pictures of, like, yeah, dude, the government's using chemtrails. Like, look at this picture, and it's, like, a plane with a bunch of, like, chemical containers in it. And it's like, how do you know that's not just, like, a bomb they made in a plane or something? Like,
or fertilizer.
It's just fucking ridiculous. Oh, God.
My neighbor believes that shit.
Well, it's
He's like, oh, yeah, my brain's all fucked up because of the chemtrails and down in Arizona. I'm like, what?
they're like, yeah, dude, it's geologists controlling the weather and stuff. It's like, oh my God, please. And like, I think it's just ridiculous. I don't think it's chemicals. It's just if you get that high up in the air and you're emitting droplets or whatever, any kind of moisture,
It's
really
vapor.
high up, it's cold.
It's probably vapor.
And it freezes. Or it's just
I don't believe
moisture,
that either.
like a cloud.
Yeah.
You know? Do you know how clouds form?
Or, like when you drive a car and exhaust comes out? Planes have to do that too, right? Yeah, I don't like that one either.
Oh, man.
It's bullshit.
I think it's funny. Whenever I hear people about it, I'm just like, oh, God, please stop. That's funny about your neighbor, though. Like, chemtrails got my brain all fucked up. It's like, are you sure you didn't do a bunch of drugs, buddy? That might be what it was.
He smokes a lot of weed.
So
I'm going to go, my last one, I'm going Big Pharma.
Ooh, I'm kind of curious what this one is.
So it's
He works for pharma.
So-
but
to me, like, I work for them. Well, not really for them.
no,
but
your work
yeah.
does. Then
drugs and
Drugs are bad,
medications-
okay?
Yeah, drugs are bad. Okay? Don't work for a pharmacy. Okay? No, I just think, like, they're holding back medicine. Like, by creating all these synthetic things that they can brand and get these patents on and make shitloads of money off of, when they know fucking well there are natural cures and better things to help with all these things, yet they don't want to do that because they can't patent the shit. They can't make money in it.
No money
Exactly.
in healing people.
Exactly.
There is no money in
And
healing people.
I think they
Let me
have
say that one more time. There is no money in healing people.
Yeah, with natural shit. I mean, like, I believe that they've had a cure for cancer for quite a while,
Probably.
or at least in
I
like
wouldn't
really
say
good
them.
measures to
I
it.
wouldn't
But
say them, but
someone
I
does.
I just say I bet you someone's came up with
Someone
something.
has something. For
Someone
cancer.
has something.
Someone has stuff for a lot of this stuff.
Like, I just think that chemo now is it's the worst thing ever, and just how expensive it is and what it does to you. Like, it's like, really, we've been using that for what, 30 years, 40 years?
Yeah,
It's like
long
we haven't
time.
found a better way.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And where does all this donations for cancer research go?
I don't know. I haven't looked
Cancer
it up.
drugs
Yeah,
that
true.
they can sell.
Good point.
It's not going into, like, other ways to, like, actually cure it. Maybe it is, but I don't know, dude. It's just big pharma, man. It's not good. And we're the only country who allows advertising of pharmaceuticals.
Not surprised.
I don't know if we're the only country, but we're one of the very few, if so. And that, to me, is just it basically fuels our ability to do other things in the world that we want to do.
Yeah.
Like, not even related to medicine, is my opinion.
Well, related to that one, I'm not going to pick this, but there was one where it was like the government created AIDS to, like, keep down, like, condom use in minorities and shit. It's like, what the fuck?
That's weird. I believe they've put out diseases or created diseases. Even COVID, exactly. I don't know if it was them or China or whatever, or if China was just, like, an easy person to blame.
Right.
Just to make us hate them more.
Yeah,
or
on
whatever,
a side
but-
note, I don't know if this is, like, true or not, but this came from a bioscientist that was on Joe Rogan's podcast. He said, from what I've seen, there's, like, I think I'm an idiot, don't quote me on this, I'm paraphrasing what he said, but it's like a protein or something that's on the virus, because that's how it gets in your body, is that, like, the protein on it makes it, like, part of it or whatever, it makes it looks like it was made in the lab because of the protein on it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, interesting.
Which lab, though? Was it us or was it them?
So for my last one, I'm just gonna go with another funny one. 5G mind control.
I've never heard. I've heard of the mind control places, but I've never heard of 5G mind
You
control.
haven't, do you?
No. This sounds stupid. 5G isn't even enough to control my mind, bro.
It's just
I can
ridiculous.
barely run my phone.
It's just like saying, like, 5G is like this Wi-Fi technology
Yeah.
that gets into your head and controls your brain and
Tin
bunch of-
hats.
like, controls your physical, mental, and spiritual health. Like, It's like a bunch of microtransmitters, and it's like I just read this shit for the fuck of it, and I just thought it was funny. I was like, "Are you serious?" Like,
I've heard of the have you heard of the mind control base in Alaska?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I think it's been emitting signals since like the 40s. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's like they think 5G like fucking controls your brain and your soul and makes you do a bunch of shit. It's just
the fact that we're talking about this right now makes me believe that that's not true. Because if we were being mind controlled, we wouldn't question any of this stuff. I'm sure
someone could do it, but it's just I can't get into that, man. Like,
what is this fucking Red Alert?
Right,
Yuri's Revenge.
It's just so funny, dude. It's just ridiculous. But all right, what do you got?
I got Bigfoot, Area 51, 9/11, government created disasters, and Big Pharma.
I have the JFK assassination, Loch Ness monster, the moon landing wasn't real, chemtrails, and 5G mind control.
5G mind control.
I had the Bermuda Triangle.
Ooh, I forgot about that one.
I think
that one's less of a conspiracy theory and more of a
like scientific thing where it's like,
well,
isn't it like a magnetic pole or something?
No, they think just that specific area is just prone to more disasters.
Well,
but
I mean,
people associate it with it being like a curse thing, you know?
Right. Well, I think that area in like Cuba and Haiti and that area, they just get fucked with hurricanes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
that's what it is. It's all natural disasters and shit. But you never hear from those ships again.
The government's using their weather control device to keep Haiti down.
Cuba fucked themselves over.
I think it probably has to do with like magnetic pole or something, and just in that part of the world, maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Go ahead.
Oh, and then I had Tupac is alive in Cuba.
Oh yeah,
that one's funny.
Yeah.
Or this one's even better. They're holding the United States government secrets in the chamber of Mount Rushmore.
Oh, I saw that. There's like a room there that holds secrets. Yeah.
I was just looking up some, but I was like, what the hell? I didn't even know there was a chamber behind them. So
do we know that?
Do we?
Like, is it an actual chamber?
Supposedly, from what I've seen.
Maybe it was just a break room, when they were building it.
Maybe.
Is that it?
Yeah, what did you have?
Other ones I had we didn't pick are Princess Diana's murder.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That one was kind of interesting. But
and then,
I didn't really know the facts behind it, though.
Yeah, it was. I don't know everything about it, too, but it was a little fishy. And then I had subliminal advertising.
Okay.
Like how they'll put, like, subliminal advertising into commercials and stuff.
I think that's real.
I think so, too. But
I think it's
almost on the same line as the mind control thing.
Yeah.
Like, I get subliminal advertising, but how often does it work, and does it actually control us?
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's kind of like a subconscious psychology kind of thing, if it's true. But I don't know. All right, we kind of ran a little bit long on that one, but so hope you enjoyed our conspiracy theories. Hey, man, I like to critically think about some things, but and some
question
of them
everything, like we said.
Right, question everything, believe nothing until you can find it out for yourself. So, thanks for joining us, and of course, we always encourage you to check out our socials on Facebook and Instagram. It's just the name of the podcast, and then give us a follow on Twitter at Acting Like We Know, Drop the G, and I believe Jeremy wanted to announce something.
I did? Yeah. Oh, yes, I do.
We should have reiterated before. But.
Yes. So since you listened to the end of the podcast, we're going to reward you here. We're going to do another Funko Pop giveaway. I think we're going to do it just like last time. Post something on one of our socials and tag 3 of your friends, and you will be eligible for the drawing. We'll probably do it in a couple weeks here, let people, post and stuff, and then we'll probably do it a couple weeks from now, I'd assume.
We'll have like a 2-week window, but again, post or tag 3 of your friends that don't already follow us.
Yes.
So,
and then you will be eligible for the drawing, and we will give away a free Funko Pop of your choosing under $20.
And we will DM you if you. Well, we're gonna let you know if you won, but we'll DM you when you do win and we announce it.
So. Yeah, we'll announce your name on the podcast.
And then we'll buy it and then know where to send. We'll just talk with you and know where to send it. So.
Yep.
And of course, with that,
good morning, good afternoon, and good night.